Hello, ladies. Welcome again to Empowered Journey. My name is Blessing. On my channel, I share insights on faith, family, and purpose. Well, I know that 2024 is coming to an end, and this is a time where a lot of people are putting together plans for 2025. Some of us are now occupied with preparing for the holidays, planning parties and get togethers, and all the good stuff. But in the midst of this, I know that there is a time where we need to still sit down and look back at 2024 and see how we have fared as individuals. It's very important that at the end of the year, you take time to recount how you spent 2024. Because if we don't do that, there is a tendency that we will repeat certain mistakes, certain errors that we carried out in this year. We would repeat them in 2025. And the expectation is that every year that comes, you need to be better than the last year. I know that it is not a desire for anyone to remain in the same spot for a long time, because when you see you are not growing, there is discouragement and you can begin to feel you're not doing enough. Stay with me on this video as I share 5 ways that you can set goals that you would achieve in 2025 that would make you better than 2024. Now, what are goals? Goals are specific things that you intend to accomplish for yourself. A goal is something that you are looking forward to. It has a target date, it has action steps that you will be taking, it has a plan. So I know that during the year, as women, we got very busy. A lot of us were busy with the kids, busy with family, busy with business, and all of that good stuff. But I want you at this point in time to pause and ask yourself, are you satisfied with where you are? The proof of growth is when you are becoming a better version of yourself every day. The proof is that you look back at the previous year and where you are today, and you can categorically say that I have become better, whether it's in my finances or whether it's in your health or it's maybe in your business. You can look back and say there has been a change from where I used to be to where I am now. Now, if you cannot say that with confidence, then that means you need to step back, pause, and take some actions. Especially with the year coming to an end, this is the best time for you to take some very important decisions on what you are going to do differently in 2025. I know that I personally, every year, I take time to reflect on my previous year to see if I made any advancements, if there were any changes. I take time to look at the mistakes I made and the corrections that I can make in the new year. And it has helped me over the years. So I want to encourage you as you're watching me right now. I know some of us may be in the midst of the excitement and the holidays, but I want to let you know in a few days from now, it will be 2025 again and the cycle will begin. Do you want to remain the same way you were in 2025? Some of us, we've spent so much time investing in every other person but ourselves. Our finances are depleting. We don't have savings. Some of us, our businesses are not growing. We've not improved ourselves mentally. Personal development, we are zero. That's not what God intends for us as women. He intends for us to be the best in everything we do. He intends for us to be a source of hope, life, impact in our world. But if we are not conscious of this assignment that we have, we can live each year just running the same cycle and not making any advancement. That is why I'm very intentional when it comes to taking the time to set the right goals for yourself every year and taking the steps that are needed to see that these goals become real. The first thing that you would need to do in setting the right goals for the year is identifying various areas of your life that you are looking forward to a change. Now you can group them into different categories. It could be in your family, your finances, it could be in your career. There are different areas of your life. You take the time to identify these various areas that need transformation. The second thing you would need to do is write it down. A goal that is not written down is just a thought. It's not something that would ever become a reality. So take the time to write down those goals in those different categories. I highly recommend, I always try to put that out in my videos, that every woman can be more successful if she has a journal. So get yourself a journal where you would write down those goals, state them out in the different categories. The third thing that you need to do is identify the action steps that you will be taking. Now, when it comes to the action steps, you had them grouped into categories. For the family, what action steps are you going to take towards achieving your goals? Make them very clear. If you are going to be more intentional in your parenting, your relationship with your kids, what are you going to do about it? How are you going to achieve that? It got to a stage in my own life where I know I needed to be more intentional in parenting, and I decided to go on a parenting class, take a parenting course. Is it your finances? What area were you failing, and how are you going to do things differently? Probably you will have to be more, disciplined in your spending so that you can save more. You can give yourself a target as your goal, and how are you going to work towards achieving that goal financially? The fourth thing that you need to do is you need to take the time to ensure that you surround yourself with the right people in 2025. Because if you have the right goal set, you have them written down, you have the action steps, but if you have the wrong people surrounding you, there will be no motivation or encouragement for you to achieve those goals. So have the right people who would motivate you and encourage you in achieving these goals. When we put ourselves in the midst of people who are not, looking and not encouraging us, people who are not making us know that we need to push further than where we are, there's a tendency for us to want to be more relaxed and not enthusiastic about achieving anything. But when you put yourself in the midst of the right people, in the right room, you would constantly be inspired to achieve your goals. The last and the final thing I would say about setting the right goals for yourself in 2025 is making sure that you have God in every step of the way in achieving your goals. You can set all the goals you want, make all the plans, and do everything right. But when you do it outside the help of God, it will come to a point in time where you may get weary and discouraged, especially when those goals are not being achieved as quickly as you want them. So the last and the most important step will be for you to commit those goals into the hands of God and trust that He will give you the grace and everything you need to see that those goals become a reality. Throughout the year, we get very busy, and in the midst of the busyness, we sometimes put ourselves as women in the back burner. And we only come to realize it towards the end of the year that we really haven't done anything for ourselves. But I'm calling you out this moment that it is time for you to say that 2025 is going to be different. You are going to make sure that everything that you missed out doing correctly in 2024, you will put your house in order and say that 2025 delivers better than it did in 2024. I want you to know that even though the year is coming to an end, and you look back and are not satisfied with the way everything has turned out in terms of your goals and your expectations, you still have another chance in 2025 to make things right. And this is the time for you to start making those plans that you need to make, those goals and those action steps that you need to take to make sure that 2025 is different. I mentioned in one of my videos that I'll be hosting a plan, pray, and prepare session in January. I have the link in the description. You can be a part of it, where we would plan for the year, we would pray, and we will prepare to ensure that we do things the way God wants us to do it, so that we can have a better result than we had in this year. So please check the description and go ahead and sign up for this session. 2024 session, when we had it, it was a wonderful time with the women praying, planning, and preparing for the year. So this is another opportunity for you to be a part of this session. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and please don't forget to leave a comment and like this video, and please share. And until next time, see you in my next video.